what can we do to accelerate at least the organic movement in terms of getting more farmers in, getting consumers interested in buying these products? In your opinion, what do we need to do to accelerate this?
There are a couple of things. One is we either have to rethink how we want to push organic in this country. The ag players, the big ag guys, from the seed space to the agrochemicals and all that, they've perfected their game. They perfected their game from a sales point, and they've even gone further. They've targeted even the local local dialect stations. Where if we think this farmer is illiterate, they only understand Kikuyu or Luo or whatever. The stations that they listen to, we've packaged information to them that, as an ag company, that will push my agenda. And the promise of high yield. If you do this, you're going to get this. If you use this, you're going to use this. So farmers will always buy into that because that's what they're being fed. That's what they're hearing. That's what's all over. There's not as much information around organic, So there has to be a lot of information, and not to sensationalize, to talk about the truth in that space, from health angle to whatever, and pushing it to the same farmers. That is one. Two, if the government truly cares, is to simply, which is the easier way, is just to say no more of this, now more of this. And that problem is solved. The other thing is on awareness of the consumers. That is also very critical. That is also another easy way. You can imagine if every consumer questioned what is in the market, if everyone questioned and said, this is what I want, then it could be consumer driven. Customers want organic. So if you bring whatever you bring, if it's your cucumbers or your carrots or whatever, the question is, okay, tell me more, how is it grown, where does it come? Is there information I can access about? Oh, sorry, I cannot. And then now the retailers, the stockists, the farmers will now start producing based on what the consumer wants. So that is also another way to get into this. But otherwise, the reality is people like you will continue doing their small little contribution in the whatever. People like Dennis will continue doing their own little contribution. But we will do what we can, and then only a few can access it. But it won't do a lot of justice.
Yeah, it would be tougher actually if we are sort of segregated and everybody's doing their own thing. It becomes a little bit tougher.
Yeah, even in schools, I'm imagining if every parent asked, okay, so what do you feed our kids? Where does it come from? So you can imagine if schools are also compelled and made to buy organic or good, safe food, you can imagine what that will do. So I think there's a lot of moving parts that, need to be put together. But again, it's by saying what I'm saying, I'm not like necessarily condemning or constantly accusing or just pointing at the ag guys. If you look at also what happens in the serious conventional production, yes, there's the marketing, but there's not a lot of education also to the farmers. So what happens? A farmer will just go, it's planting season, they will prepare their land, they will go get the seeds and get whatever basic fertilizer they need, but then they're not very disciplined in the production process. So I start growing what I grow. I didn't follow a lot of the processes and procedure. Pests are now attacking my crop because I missed something along the way. I will run to the closest agrovet. The agrovet will say, how does it look like? Okay, you'll take this, go mix it in this 20-liter whatever water, spray. But remember, by the time of spraying, the produce is almost ready. Do you think this farmer is going to throw this food? They will spray, and tomorrow or that evening, they will harvest and bring it to the market. Because of the indiscipline, I've got my Frisian cows sick. I call my vet, or I know how to do that. My farm manager knows how to do that. I will inject the whatever, and then this cow gives me 15 liters, 20 liters, 10 liters, 5 liters of milk. You think, as a farmer, I'm going to pour that milk? I will just take it and take it to the next. I will sell it, and it will go to the cooling plant, and it will be mixed with the people that are also doing it well. So it does not matter. So the indisciplined behavior of producers is also contributing into the bad Yeah, probably even the chicken I ate had its antibiotics. I didn't cook it thoroughly, maybe, or whatever. They gave it in the evening. I ate it. It was slaughtered, and I ate it in the morning. You know, you never know. So the production processes are just, there's a lot of indiscipline there.